Dome Runners TV, your guide to the Underhive and beyond.
Hey there, Scabby Scummers and Gangers. Crimson Oracle here, just doing a quick channel update for the new year. It's my first full year of YouTubing concluded. I think it went pretty well. I am trucking along here and having a lot of fun doing so. I just want to go over, some of the stuff that I've got going on and I'm planning to deal with in 2023. I've already uploaded my first battle report of the year. Expect to see semi-regular battle reports out at least until the Frontier campaign concludes. And then from there, potentially I'd like to do a few different things, maybe a delve into some of the recent campaigns that have, the Cinderak burning campaign and whatnot. But we shall see. I'd also like to do some battle reports that cover kind of the basic mechanics of the game, showing you kind of step by step how to go through a turn and not be overwhelmed. That's one of the ideas that I have for something to do for the show. Also, I am planning to potentially work on some battle reports for other systems. I am going to be starting Gaslands with my kids, and as a result, I think I'm going to cover kind of the process of building the cars and painting them, and then do some battle reports with the kiddos. I think it's a fun way to kind of involve them in this project, and they're both really excited for the idea. And I think that would be a fun game to do battle reports for. It would probably be a bit quicker than the Necronomicon battle reports because it's a quicker game, less moving parts. And of course, I am really interested in potentially doing some kill team, maybe the new Fallout skirmish game that's going to be coming out, maybe the new Star Wars skirmish game that's potentially going to be out this year. I don't know exactly when that's releasing. But yeah, I want to do kind of battle reports and focus on kind of keeping up the actual play content. I'm also interested in potentially doing some actual role play kind of stuff, but that is heavily dependent on finding people who want to participate. So that's one of those things that I've got a few different ideas, and it'll come down to finding the right people. The Necronomicon content is going to continue coming at you. I'm going to have more breakdowns of gangs, more list building videos, more videos about mechanics and general stuff that is useful for all gangs. And in general, I just want to kind of keep a steady flow of relevant stuff. Originally, I was kind of trying to not step on the toes of anything I'd done podcast episodes of, but I think that it's been enough time since I covered some of those topics that having a fresh set of eyes after having played a bunch, is going to get us more useful information. So I'm planning to revisit some stuff. Lore videos. That is another thing I am definitely looking forward to putting together for you guys. If you follow me on social media, you know that I have been working on a costume for a shiver, and I've been working on a backdrop to do kind of as a practical effect behind me because I don't super like dealing with the green screen. So I'm really excited to mess around with that. So yeah, I'm really hopeful to get the first lore video out in the next week or so. Video essays. I am definitely planning to do a few more video essays this year. I did a few last year, and they were kind of mixed in terms of how much traffic they got. But I really enjoy working in that format. I think it's good practice for me for when I start to tackle weightier topics. So I'm definitely going to be working on that. So I am hopeful that I should at least get like 3 or 4 done this year, if not more. Painting videos. That's one that I have done a bit of, but I want to get back into full force. I am planning to do tomorrow a build of a the marketplace for a Necromunda board, and I'm gonna film that, and I'm gonna get that up, how I painted and such, and I'm hoping to get a bunch more kind of stuff like that done. I'm planning to enter a painting contest this year, so I'm kind of going to chronicle my process of kind of practicing and getting ready for that. And yeah, I just in general I want to kind of tackle my painting process. So definitely going to continue getting more of those. Live streams. I'd potentially like to be doing a live stream every single week. I tried it a couple of times, 3 or 4 times this past year, and I was really happy with it. But I just kind of got hectic. I had a couple of sick days with the kids and that kind of thing, and then here we are now several months later, and I haven't done a live stream since. So I would definitely want to do regular live streams. I think Thursday or Friday is the day I'm going to shoot for. I am hoping to do one tomorrow, for example. Terrain videos. That is one that I have tackled in the past, but mostly for kind of smaller scale terrain projects. But I really want to do a tour of all of the Zone Mortalis terrain that I've done. You can see some of it behind me. There's a lot of it. I would like to kind of give a tour of each tile, do a little video about each one, and then kind of show some of the newer stuff that I'm working on that fits into kind of a slightly different style in terms of working off of 6x6 squares instead of 12x12 tiles. So definitely going to focus a bunch on terrain as well. And miscellaneous. I have been working on some action figure customization, that kind of stuff. Those things are a lot of fun. And one of the things that I'm going to be kind of working on this year is learning Blender. So it may actually take from my actual video production schedule a little bit. I might have to ramp back because I'm working on that stuff, but I would really like to learn Blender and get comfortable with it because I do a lot of 3D printing, and I've been doing a lot of video stuff. It would be fun to be able to do animation. It would be fun to be able to do my own kind of custom models and stuff. So that's one of those things that I'm going to be working on in the background. You may hear me talk about it, and if I ever get to the point where I'm doing content about it, that'll show up here. And finally, the thing that I'm most excited for in 2023 is that I have found a space that I can use to establish a studio. I am not able to move in yet. There is a lot of time and effort that's going to have to go into making it usable for me. And so that is something I'm going to be working on probably for at least the first 6 months of this year, kind of getting to the point where I can move into that space, maybe longer. But one of those things that kind of goes part and parcel with that is that there's going to be a bunch of expenses. I want to get a custom made gaming table. I want to put up cladding to make it, kind of look like the underhive inside, that kind of stuff. And in order to do all that, I'm going to have to invest some funds. So I'm probably going to start looking for contract work as an instructional designer again, which may again also eat into my YouTube time a little bit. But I'm definitely targeting at least once a week for videos, if not more. I'd like to get 2 to 3 up a week, but that's heavily dependent on work schedule and Blender practice and my children having being in school so that I have time to do all this. That kind of thing. And yeah, I think that about covers everything that I'm sort of getting into this year. I'm really stoked to try to put together my studio space. It feels a little cramped down here, and yeah, so I'm very happy about the direction that the channel's going in, and we're going to continue seeing regular content out of me for the foreseeable future. Thank you to my patrons. You guys help keep the show on the air. Without you, I wouldn't have the ability to even, afford the Adobe subscription and the podcast hosting and all of that. And of course, you too can become a patron for as little as $2 a month. It's a small amount, and it makes a big difference around here. Because the more patrons we get, the more I can kind of focus on this and not have to kind of, split my time with other projects. And of course, the show has a podcast. I should have January episode recorded in the next few days, and hopefully from there we will, get into a good rhythm of recording new episodes. And finally, of course, everybody out there, stay safe and don't forget to change your paint water.